The open source Smart Home Hub Home Assistant can integrate with a huge range of devices and services by default, but there's infinitely more which it can't natively talk to. Using the Home Assistant Community Store add-on, or HACS, gives you access to a vastly larger and growing range of third-party APIs, devices and services, including things like the Bambu Labs 3D printers, meaning you can then integrate your printers and their functionality with your smart home automations. In this video, I'll take you step by step through how to get HACS installed and set up, so let's have a look. In this video, I'll take you through how to get HACS installed and set up on Home Assistant. This tutorial assumes you already have Home Assistant installed and set up on a Raspberry Pi. If you don't, you can follow my tutorial on how to do that first, and I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Then you can come back here and continue. Right, to get started, you're going to want to know what sort of installation of Home Assistant you've got on your Raspberry Pi. These are the different types of Home Assistant installation that you may have. The first is Home Assistant Operating System, or Home Assistant OS. This is if you've flashed Home Assistant directly to the card, giving everything you need for Home Assistant in one dedicated lightweight operating system. If you install this by following my Home Assistant installation tutorial, this is the version that you will have. The next possible type of installation is Home Assistant Container, and this is commonly used when you're running multiple applications in addition to Home Assistant on your Raspberry Pi, and it will often be running in something like Docker. Finally, there is supervised and core installations. If you have either of these, you likely already know, as they have a much more involved installation process and they tend to be used by more experienced users. As I said, you'll likely know already if you're running the supervised or core installations, but if you're not sure whether you've got Home Assistant OS or Container, you can find out by going to the About page on your Home Assistant. Simply go to Settings and then About, or you can enter your home address URL in the address bar at the top and then add /config/info. If you're running Home Assistant Operating System, it will list the operating system version number here. If you're running Container, it should not. If you're running Home Assistant Core or Container, these versions typically don't support add-ons which we'll be using in this video by default, so unfortunately this tutorial won't be applicable for you. If you are running one of those versions and you would like a tutorial on how to install HACS, please let me know in the comments below. If you're running Home Assistant OS or Home Assistant Supervised, however, you're now only a few steps away from getting this set up, so let's get stuck in. Before we get started in Home Assistant, partway through this process, you'll need to already be logged into an account on GitHub. So make sure you're already logged into GitHub on the browser that you'll be using to access Home Assistant today. If you haven't already got a GitHub account, get one set up. It's free and only takes a second. If you aren't already familiar with GitHub, it's effectively a platform where developers can store, share, and collaborate on coding projects, and it's often used as a repository for sharing software or code that has iterative releases and updates, and is available at github.com. Once you're logged into an account on GitHub, head over and log into your Home Assistant. Then, click Settings down at the bottom and go to Add-ons. If you don't see add-ons listed here, it's likely that you're running either Home Assistant Core or Container, in which case I'd suggest that you double-check which installation version you've got. Click Add-on Store in the bottom right corner. Here we have official add-ons that have been verified by the Home Assistant team, and then below we also have the Home Assistant Community add-ons. This isn't to be confused with the Home Assistant Community Store, which we'll be getting onto in a minute. In the search bar at the top here, search for Terminal and SSH, and you're looking for this within the Official Add-ons section. There will be some similar titles in the Community add-ons too, but if you can't see one in the official list, head to your profile by hitting your username in the bottom left. In the User Settings box at the top of the user page, turn on Advanced Mode. Then, head back to the Add-on Store. You should now be able to see Terminal and SSH in the official add-ons list when you search for it. Select Terminal and SSH and click the Install button. Once it's finished installing, it will reveal a few slider bars, which you can leave as they are for now and just hit Start. Once it's started up, hit the Open Web UI button. You'll now see a terminal command line, and you'll need to enter the following code and hit Enter. You will then see it running a script. Let this run, and when it's done, it will say Installation Complete, and will allow you to enter another command. Once that's complete, click on the Developer Tool button in the sidebar, then in the Check and Restart box near the top, click Restart and then Restart Home Assistant. It'll give you a warning effectively letting you know that Home Assistant won't be running whilst it restarts, and then just click Restart one more time. This will then restart your Home Assistant, finalizing the updates that you've just applied. Once it's restarted, go to Settings and then Devices and Services. Now click Add Integrations and then search for HACS, H-A-C-S, and select it. You need to select each of these boxes before you submit it. The first is confirmation that you know how to access Home Assistant logs. There are several sorts of logs in Home Assistant. Logbooks can be accessed from the tab in the side panels and lists any changes that Home Assistant has made to states of entities either manually or via automations. This checkbox is actually referring to system logs, which lists errors and system issues, and this can be found by going to Settings, then System, and then Logs. The rest of these are basically to confirm that you understand that HACS is technically unofficial and anything that you access within HACS is not being officially tested by the Home Assistant organization and that they have no responsibility over any bugs, issues, or security concerns. And they lastly like to let you know that if you were to enable the experimental features within HACS, you'll get access to the beta features early before they're officially released. With all 4 of these ticks, you can now click Submit. It will now display a loading ring giving you a URL link and a unique code. Copy the code and then click on the link. This will open github.com in a new tab. Paste the code in the box and hit Continue, then Authorize HACS. Now head back to your Home Assistant tab and click Finish. You should now see HACS listed as a configured integration in the Devices and Services Settings subsection, and also as a tab in the sidebar. To install a new integration through HACS, select it via the sidebar. You may see a Browse Repositories button in the bottom right-hand corner, but the way that this works has changed, and if you click that, it'll just let you know this and the button will then disappear. What you want to do now is search for something directly in the search bar at the top here. To keep things quick and simple, let's just search for UEFI security and then select it. Click Download in the bottom right, then confirm the download. Depending on what you're installing, there may be other questions and settings that you need to adjust here, but that will vary entirely on the specific integration that you're doing. You'll see a notification indicator has appeared down by Settings. If we go to Settings, you'll see that it says Home Assistant requires restarting for changes to take effect. If a notification like this comes up, you can just click and confirm and it will restart for you. Alternatively, you can just go to Developer Tools, then click Restart and restart Home Assistant. Once it's restarted, go to Settings, then Devices and Services and click Add Integration. Search for what you just added via HACS and it should now come up in this list. Select it and you can then follow the instructions specific to your integration to get it up and running. This will involve a unique experience depending on the specific integration that you're adding, so I'll just close this for now. If you found a repository online that you'd like to install but it's not yet listed in HACS, you can install it by going to the HACS tab, clicking the 3-dot menu button at the top right, then clicking Custom Repositories. Add the link for the repository that you'd like to add, select a category depending on what it is, and click Add. You can then go back to the Devices and Services page in Settings and search for it via the Add Integration system, as you would others that we've looked at here. If you'd like to integrate your Bambu Lab 3D printer with Home Assistant, I've got another tutorial taking you through how to do that step by step, which I'll link to at the end of this video and in the video description. And I'll also be covering how to integrate other 3D printers running Octoprint very soon. And that's it, you're up and running with HACS. It's a quick and easy process but unlocks so much more potential for your Home Assistant. If you found this video useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos and tutorials, and if you liked it, while you're down there, hit that like button, it makes a huge difference to me. Thanks very much everyone, and until next time, happy printing. As always, a huge thank you to my channel members, and don't worry guys, there's plenty of 3D printing and maker content on the way. Now you're set up with HACS, why not move on to my tutorial on how to integrate your Bambu Labs 3D printer with Home Assistant, or kick back with something else. Either way, thanks very much, and until next time, happy printing.